Hello and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. It's another day where the light is just there, but it'll be gone in a minute. And I want to film now because why not film this beautiful light? Today I'm going to be doing my mid-month wrap-up. So I started doing a mid-month wrap-up last month because I read quite a lot. I haven't read as much so far this month, but I've got 3 library books that are due back at the library today. So I thought, what better day than to do the mid-month wrap-up than the day they're due back? And they're all picture books, which I've really been enjoying reading. And I've got some wonderful recommendations from you guys about feminist picture books. So I've got 3 of those that I've read this month, very much enjoyed, and some other books. So I'll start with the first book I read this month, which was The Past by Tessa Hadley. I did this as a buddy read with my good pal Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings. This was really great. Mercedes actually got me this for Christmas last year. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It talks about 4 siblings who are all completely different people meeting up at their parents' sort of dilapidated house, very outdated, very, I wouldn't say run down, just very neglected house over the summer. And one sister brings an ex-boyfriend's son, and then the brother has brought his girlfriend, his new wife, and his daughter from a previous marriage, and there's just a whole host of different, I don't know how much enjoyable that light's going to be there, a whole host of it's chasing me, a whole host of different people, all different characters, and it sort of revisits something that happened in the past. It is written beautifully. I loved the imagery, the description of the house. I could just see it so perfectly in my mind's eye. It really reminded me, the house reminded me of the house that's in About Time. Has anyone seen that film, About Time, that's got Domhnall Gleeson in it and Rachel McAdams? I really love it. It's about a time-travelling young man. It's also got Bill Nighy in it, but the house in that really reminded me of this. And yeah, I really loved it, gave it 4 stars. I'm looking forward to reading some more Tessa Hadley because this was the first Tessa Hadley I'd read, and I really enjoyed it, gave it 4 stars. So the first of the 3 picture books that I've read this month. Can I do anything about this light? There we go. Bit of a weird angle. Oh, it's because... a bit of a weird angle, but you can just enjoy me at the weird angle. The first one is one that was recommended to me by the lovely Jen Campbell, and that is Interstellar Cinderella. And this is amazing. It is a story of the story of Cinderella retold, and I love this opening line. I took a photo of it and put it in on my Instagram. It says, "Once upon a planetoid, amid her toys and sprockets, a girl named Cinderella dreamed of fixing fancy rockets." And Cinderella's awesome. She's got pink hair. It goes throughout of her just wanting to be a mechanic, and it's just amazing. Her fairy godmother is this amazing robot. Really loved it. Really would recommend it for old and young alike. I gave it 5 stars, loved it and enjoyed it. The next one that I have read is a silent graphic novel, which was sent to me by Faber a few months ago now, actually. This was The Park Bench by Shabuti, and I really enjoyed this. It's the first silent graphic novel that I've read. It's quite a shiny front cover, and it tells the story of a park bench. So you see quite a lot of this park bench throughout, talking about the people, there's no talking, illustrations about the people that visit the park bench. You get to really know them, and I really loved it. It goes seasonally, so here's some snow, and the different people visiting, and then what happens to the park bench in the end. I really enjoyed this. I gave it 3 stars, and do you know what I'm going to do? Because I won't reread it again. I'm going to leave it on a park bench somewhere where I live, and be very excited about that. And hopefully someone will pick it up and enjoy it as much as I did. But yeah, 3 stars, first silent graphic novel. Thought it was brilliant. Very touching in places, and also funny. Like, it was really well done, and I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did, so 3 stars. The next book I read was Strange Weather in Tokyo by Hiromi Kawakami. This was quite a sort of, I don't want to use the term meh, because I mean more than meh, but nothing really happened, and I did enjoy it. It's just sort of like a pleasant jaunt for me, really. A sort of semi-love story, semi-friendship story, told seasonally in Japan, and yeah, it's got quite a nice bit about food in there, the food that they eat in Japan, and as I mentioned before, seasonally. I thought this was fine. I think I gave it 3 stars. I feel like it's probably more... What is that noise? It's a lorry outside. More of a 2.5 star for me. However, I thought it was fine. Like I say, meh is probably a bit of an understatement, like a bit of an overstatement. It's like, it was fine. I was like, that's my noise review for it. And then the next two last books that I've got to talk about, oh, they're going to fall off and I don't want to adjust you, are two more pitch books. The first one that I read was Ada Twist Scientist. This is by Andrea Beatty. So this is about a girl called Ada who becomes a scientist. Again, shiny front covers because they're all from the library. Lovely illustrations, really nice colour palette, enjoyable. I gave this 4 stars just because I didn't love it as much as I loved Interstellar Cinderella. And yeah, so it's just about a young girl called Ada who wants to become a scientist, and her parents are quite supportive with this, but she gets a bit naughty. So yeah, I enjoyed that. And then the second one I read, the second of that series, and I believe there's another one called Rosie Revere Engineer. I read Iggy Peck Architect also, which I also enjoyed. Again, very like the same artwork, and a story about a young lad, Iggy, who wants to become an architect. There's a cat there with 2 different coloured eyes. I'm into him. Enjoyed this. I gave it 3 stars. Quite meanly, because the main character wasn't a girl. I thought it was all going to be about women. When I thought I hadn't Ada Twist Scientist and Rosie Rivera, I just assumed that Iggy was also going to be a woman, a girl, and wasn't. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. It was lovely, but I love this one more because it's got girls in it, and I like girls, girl power. So yeah, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that I read at the beginning of September. It's not quite halfway through September yet, but as I said, I've got books to return to the library. Minnie, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's absolutely destroyed the back of this chair. She's been using it as a like a scratching post. She's got a scratching post over there. She's not interested. She'd rather use my lovely chair. So those are the books that I've read in the first half of September. What have you guys been reading in the first half of September? Have any of you read any of these? Have anyone read Interstellar Cinderella, and how much did you enjoy it? Because I enjoyed it 10 out of 10. And I will see you all on Friday. Got Amy Jane Smith coming round tomorrow, haven't I, to film a Q&A video with me. If anybody's got Q&As, if anyone's got questions that you'd like to ask me or Amy, then do please write them below. We're going for an autumn themed one, so if you've got any particularly autumn questions, then do ask below, because that's what I'm going to be filming tomorrow, and that is what will be up on Friday. So, see you on Friday. Hope you're all having a lovely week, and I'll see you all soon.